So right now, I'm gonna head to the next foresty area. There's definitely a lot of like, I can see influences from a lot of different NES games in this. So you've got like a time of day cycle like Castlevania 2. Then sort of Metal Gear a little bit with inventory and a little bit of stealth. And then maybe like a little bit of Rambo thrown in with the exploration. Yeah, I've been playing this probably about 25 hours or so into this. And I feel like I'm about, I don't know, it's hard to tell because it's puzzle based for some of the progression. Like equipment wise, I'm pretty filled out. But puzzle wise, I'm not only like 60 odd percent solved. It does give me a progress meter on that. Hi there, Quick Splat. There's some other game elements too. I'm trying to think. They definitely took inspiration from a lot of different sources. Oh, forgot about this. Yeah, there's definitely Pitfall vibes here with the underground brick walls and whatnot. Okay, opening up into the forest. And this kind of is a huge maze. I think I remember where I need to go. These guys like to hide in the treetops. Run after me after I've passed them. I'm meandering towards that blue flag up in the left there. Hi there, Top Boss. Welcome in. Been a little while since I was in this area, so I might... Yeah, I already passed where I need to be. Yeah, they don't... There's not a lot of information on the puzzles, so you kind of have to, like, try a bunch of different things. I will say that the beginning of the game felt really hard, like, trying to get progress. It was pretty tricky, and you feel very underpowered. But like the more knowledge and equipment you pick up, the easier it gets. And I think you are kind of intended to explore a lot before you accomplish much. Oh, multi-funded this game. Well, thanks for making this happen. Give it a download, give it a whirl. And also make lots of notes. Would be my recommendation. Yeah, it's available on a NES cart. I have to imagine the NES version is way harder to control because like I'm playing with a Switch Pro controller and it's using every face button and shoulder button pretty much. So maybe the NES version you have to use a lot of different like button and direction combos or something. Okay, Okay, keep heading west. Okay, this is close to the base because the music has gone away. Can never remember if this rope has the... Nope, that one does. But I think I have all the energy bars I need. And then there should be another rope ladder up over here. Hey, $50 is way more than I paid to play it. So alright, this should be the base. Don't think I can resupply anything here. I can get more sniper rifle bullets, but that's not gonna help me out too much. I don't think there's a whole lot for me to do here. I still haven't figured out the color code. Alright, 63% more or less progress. Or, sorry, reverse that. 37%. Because it's counting down from 100. Plus missing 3 pieces of a radio. I remember there was that odd spot to the west, but I think that is something I need to accomplish later. So I'm just going to go north to the cliff area. Nope, this thing. I always run right into those ground tendril things. Was there just something in the background there, or am I imagining something? It might have been the reload symbol on character there. Can I jump into here? That was probably dangerous. I'd say the game has a great way of conveying a sense of atmosphere. The ambient noise and the music, it's nothing's too obtrusive. Okay, we are in the cliffs. Gonna bring up the cliff map. So within the cliff, there are a couple unsolved things. There are no waterfalls down here, or whirlpools. A little touch of NES Star Wars. Okay, there's a ledge up here. But I can't quite get any higher than this point. Oh, that must have been the music back in the forest area. There's clearly a ledge over to the west. But I can't find any way to get over there. West, west, west. We have all these caves with Morse code symbols on top. So right now I'm basically in the lower left portion of the map. Just one cave over to the right. This would be going west to where that cliff would be, but it's behind the caves here. And I can't go much farther west from here anyway. And it would be farther down. This is just going east again. I'm very certain I've been up there before. I remember that rope spot. This is just taking me further north to area I've already been. Can I recover this rope? Nope. I'm full on ropes. Oh! There was something hidden behind here. They like to hide stuff behind waterfalls. Not 100% sure where I am on the map at the moment. And exit here. I have not been on the screen before. Oh, that's another supply bag. So these let me carry more ammunition, tools, everything that's good. So I'm glad I wandered this way. And this is kind of a tricky spot because I'm at the base of the cliffs. I think I have enough time to make it back to the base. So at a certain time each day, 2 a.m., it's kind of like game over if you're not in a base, resting overnight. They did not hide anything behind here. Oh. So I want to try to find my way back to the base in the cliffs here, but it's way up at the top of the map. And nope, don't want to be there right next to that bomb. See where this takes me. This might be a very good shortcut. I'm near the dash rope. Now I'm near dash, or wait, yeah. Dash, which is the far east side up towards the middle. I don't think I want to be here. Oh, get off me, dude. Go a different way. So dash is I think this is where I want to be, and then I can jump off here. Might as well restock on this energy bar for healing. Make sure there's nothing hidden behind here. So now I'm kind of in the middle west of the map. And I might have turned myself around. I thought there was a pathway up here, but I must be thinking of a different area. Okay, dot dot dash. Kind of the center lower part of the map. And then there's these guys that are poking their heads through the cave door, and I think that's a clue. But I haven't fully pieced that together yet. What's up here? Dead end. If I go right from here, we are at dash dash dash, which is a good sign. Getting closer to the top. Still on the west side. Climb some precarious ledges. Dot, dot, dot. Getting closer. Yep, I'm way at the top of the map now. There's another person giving me a clue. And then east of here should be the base. 2 hours to spare. And another color code up there. Pink, white, blue, purple, green. It's hard for me to tell these colors apart. And I don't have to worry about resupplying just yet, because once I loop back around to the plateau, I'll be more supplied there. So pink, white, purple, green. Colors look different at different times of day, so that's another thing to be worried about. I don't have what I need to solve that yet. It's all kinds of puzzles involving tuning things and inputting codes. So even though I've climbed all the way to the top of the cliffs, I do want to try to figure out what's going on in the far bottom right corner of the map, which has... Well, maybe I'll skip that for now, because I think maybe once I learn more about the codes... Or wait. I need to find the Morse code input thing. Which I think is down here. It is not. Might be ahead of me. Towards the exit to the plateau. Yeah, I think it's down here. Yep, right there. So if I input what I think is the code, it's going to accomplish something. Dot dot dash. Dot dash. Dash dash dot. Dash dot. That wasn't it. I might have the order messed up. So how many combinations is this? It's a lot of combos. Pink, white, purple, green. Let's try reversing pink and purple if I was looking at them incorrectly. Dot dot dash. Dot dash. Dot dot dash. Dash dot. That's not it either. Could also be that it's related to the altitude and not. I'm not sure if this is supposed to spell anything because the other one I input was just 3 letters and it was not a word. So I'm going to be staring at the Morse code and the cliff map here, trying to figure out which dots are where. Got way too many windows open and now I can't move any of them. Come on, Windows, I believe in you. You can move picture or not. All right. Just close out of that window. Try a different program. Enjoy this exciting map viewing. And if this is not the solution, then I'll move on. Or if my computer refuses to load a picture. Unfortunately, the view on the stream screen is way too small for me to really make things out. And just to make everything more complex. The Copilot moving in. There we go. Very helpful, thank you. Copilot successfully didn't step on the stop stream button. Alright, we've got Morse code. We've got the cliff map. We've got various letters. So those enemies that were peeking in the doorway showed up at 4 of the caves. They all have Morse code above them. So dot dot dash. I'm just going to go in order on my notes. That's you. That's the wrong color. I'm never going to be able to see that. Perfect U. White A dot dash. Kind of in the middle of the map. Purple dash dash dot. This one's confusing because the map has some things that don't seem to quite match with reality. Like the in-game, the manual has a map, but I don't think it quite is correct. Then dash dot. Where is that? Where's my mouse? Right there. So is this gonna instantly update on stream? It is. So GNAU, if I'm going top to bottom, or UANG if I'm going bottom to top. I got two more things to try. So G dot dot dash, then N dot dash, A, no wait, alright, I already messed it up. Alright, G dash dash dot, N dash dot, A dot dash, U dot dot dash. Definitely not that. Should have been writing down my wrong guesses as well, but okay. And then if I go the other direction, dot dot dash for U, A is dot dash, N is dash dot. Oh, I didn't put the brakes in. Dot dot dash for U, break. Dot dash for A, break. Dash dot for N, break. G is dash dash dot. It's not that one either. Okay, so not quite sure what's the solution there. I'm pretty sure it has to be those 4 letters because there are 4 enemies and then there's 4 colors that show up on that tower. This also gives me a chance to resupply and test another theory. This is back towards the very beginning of the game. And I can resupply pretty much everything here. I can resupply a lure. Not sure if those are still important or not, but I'm getting them anyway because this is the only spot I can do that. And now I can now carry so many shotgun, minigun, dynamite, sniper rifle, everything. And there must be more satchels to carry more items elsewhere, because that's also, like the little carrot is what tells you if you've maxed out on that item. And I can also replenish one of these. I need to use, oh, I don't have enough monster parts. I need to find another one of those things. Gotta sleep and save again. don't think there's anything else I can do down here. This is another progress meter. So, the idea I had, I have never found the pad in this area that lets me input Morse code. So I'm either walking right by it many, many times, or there's a screen here that has some sensors that go off, and I haven't quite figured out how to correct those, or how to trigger what's supposed to happen. So these sensors give me an energy bar. I did have those figured out. This might be the other screen. Yeah, so there's a sensor here. There's a sensor there. And usually the sensors come in pairs of 3, but I don't see where the third sensor is. There's a switch down there, but when it's flipped up like that, that means it's already been activated, so... Can't be anything here, because this is already flipped. This is a note from the very beginning of the game. There doesn't seem to be anything I can interact with down here that's a sensor. And it wouldn't make sense for the sensor to be on this screen because it's a screen transition. I keep forgetting this is over here, but that's just a perch looking north to an area that I've already been to. That doorway is clearly open. There's nothing else on the screen. So what is going on with these sensors? None of these other rocks have marks. I don't know if this is the right thing to do, but I'm gonna try setting a bomb on one of the sensors so that it's... like maybe there has to be something in front of both things at the same time? Doesn't seem to be doing anything. So there goes that idea. And it is weird that they would have hid the Morse code entry thing in the very first area of the game. So that's what kind of makes me think I'm just walking past something very obvious continuously. These sensors are no longer triggered. Yeah, bombs solve everything. There was this extra cave over here, but that was just to turn the power on to the base. Don't see anything out of the ordinary here. This was like a puzzle thing that I've already solved. Getting electricity flowing again. That's a one-way fall. And this is going to lead back to this area, which is almost the very start of the game, but not quite. Still got plenty of energy. Some clear water here with just running right into those enemies with zero concern. I did get excited last time about a whirlpool that I found that was kind of a warp, but it was the only one that I have found so far. And it was just kind of like a quick shortcut between two areas I've already been to. Right over here, I believe. Nope. Where was that? Here it is. So above me is the shortcut that took me from the cliff area. This takes me back to the cliff area. To the keypad. I mean, I could just try even more combinations of the letters here, but I think I would want to write out all the permutations first, and that's going to take a while, just so that I can, yeah, I'd want to write them all out and put them into Morse code so I'm not constantly messing up the input and thinking I put the right one in when I haven't. At least I know that's way easier to get to from this side than from the base of the cliff. Can I not grab this rope from down here? So this would also take me back to the cliffs. Someone set us up the bomb. Yes. So this is like why this is the same screen right here. Why is there, I guess if you didn't have a rope set up on the other screen, yeah, because those are sometimes in scarce supply. I could take this now, but I'm already full on ropes anyway, so that's not going to help anything. The other thing I could check is the tower, which is in the very middle of the map. And I would need to go to the next area to get to that. So the tower would have another Morse code input screen. I could try a few things there as well. Although, now that I think about it, I don't see, yeah, I would need to solve, I think, whatever is going on at the cliffs, because I think the enemies there are teaching me what color matches what Morse letter or number. Some of the things don't look like they match up with the Morse code thing, but so even if I went to the tower, I wouldn't know what to try to input. But there is another part of the crags that I haven't figured out yet. There's a doorway that doesn't want to open. I can check that out. Maybe I've overlooked something there. And because I have so many ropes, I could use that one shortcut. Do I want to do that? This area is kind of a challenge to navigate because there are a lot of one-way sections. So like once I jump down here, I can't go back. I have to find another route back to the cliffs and the plateau. Those things that reach down and grab aren't too bad, but when they're combined with other enemies, it's kind of hard to dodge everything all at once. And am I gonna remember where that doorway is? I think it's to the east. This is a part where I have to climb down. There is a Morse code input thing up there, but I don't know what I would be putting in. I do have the color code figured out, but I don't know the right letters. And how did I find the code? 'Cause this is the base here. I don't remember. So there's a doorway. I think I need to go south and then east. Kind of towards the field. Careful jumping down. I get the feeling this is not the right direction to go, but... Oop. The crouch button press is the same for going down the ladder. We're at the cliff over here. Okay, this is where I was thinking I needed to go, whether that's the actual answer. Nope, that's probably not the right way to go. The doorway I'm looking for is probably on the other paths. And I don't think there's anything up here. There's a vantage point looking at the doorway I just came out of and the target that I've already activated. That was a sensor down there, pretty sure, and this doorway is open on this path. So those are the things I would have needed to collect to get more full health. Unfortunately... Oh, I can carry more now. Okay, that's a good sign. I'm actually gonna farm those a little bit. Because this is an area that's very easy to do that in. Am I maxed out? Nope, I didn't. Kind of tricky for some of the enemies. You have to be like right on their corpse. Like that. I'm collecting all kinds of these. So some of the resupply things, man, I can collect a lot of them. Some of the resupply things don't require the use of enemy parts, and some do. And that, the snake part seems to be the most popular one. Where am I? I think I want to stay on the outside. Try to find the doorway that's closed. Jumped up right into the spores. Too impatient. Okay, this is the easy to navigate cliff. Except for all the monsters right over here. Alright. Whoops. Did I just run into an enemy there? Maybe, maybe not. I think these are another enemy I can farm for parts, although I don't remember what I use these parts for. I can only carry 10 of those. That is just a vantage point looking north. Is this looking at anything useful? That's where I got the keypad code. That is the only thing visible from here. So maybe that other path was on... I don't think it was farther forward. Not near the field. If I find it again, I'm going to write down the coordinates, which I should have done as I was making the other notes. Or maybe I'm going to get lucky and it's going to be on the screen. Nope. So we're back to there. I don't remember if it's to the north or not. But I can now carry so much more equipment that it's easier to get that way. I'm going to check the north 2 lower branches. Charm supplied. And bring out the dynamite. These towers are much harder to get through without some upgraded weapons. Let's use the minigun since I got it. Works great. And I've still got a lot of ammo left. There are some parts where those towers are in awkward spots, so I'm going to save my minigun for those parts. This one I'm trying to blow up the bomb along with the tower. That went down pretty easily. Keypad door, normal tower. A vantage point looking north. To a doorway that's open, and I know I've been there. Switch that has been activated. And nothing over there. This is where the red keypad is, but I don't know what to input there yet. That's already marked on the map with that flag. I don't need to make a note of that. Check out the west branch. I forget what was over here. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Let's reset the screen, because dealing with those 3 flying enemies and the bomb, the nightmare and a half. Two dynamite left. I'm lucky I can get this thing in the explosion. Oh, it knocked me right into it. Luckily I didn't take damage from the tower. A little too slow on the dodge. And then what was over here? Oh, it goes on quite a bit further. And oh yeah, this is another one of the awkward spots. One bomb left. This might have been a mistake. Because I know there's another one that's in an even worse spot just up ahead. I guess this one isn't too bad, but it's like right... There's not a lot of room. I think shotgun's the way to go. And over here we have an open door. That's the edge. Making sure to check fully because of that one screen where I didn't. And this is where I learned about that one keypad pattern, now I remember. But that also means I don't remember where the screen is that has the unopened doorway. I'm pretty sure it was this area. That's like a freebie rope. Another small tower. I am 95% sure it's not on either of the upper branches. Because I think the upper right was the cave in the water, and the upper left was a hidden enemy or shy enemy. And there was like a lower part to that, but I don't think there was anything else there. Famous last words.